G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So on today's video we got some sad news. We've got a leaking fish tank, but you'll notice there's a smile on my face. That's because I don't really care that it's leaking. I've built 15 ply tanks and it's the first time one's cracked a leak, and it's a simple leak. It's just the glass leaking, so there's some sort of separation between the glass and the ply. It is a simple leak, but it's not a simple tank to access. That is the kicker here. So let me show you the tank. Holy shit guys, I just opened the shed. I nearly got it on camera, but I opened the shed and then I stopped filming. My wife cleaned my shed. How the hell did she find time to clean my shed when we've got a 1-month-old baby? That's insane. Every like on this video is a like for my missus, because anyone who's got kids, like, you know, 6-week-old baby, and she took the time to clean the shed. That's insane. I think I really whoa, she cleaned the shelf up. She tidied everything. Oh, holy moly. Oh, look, like even there was shit here. There was like shit stacked in front of that tank there. That's insane. Definitely like the video, and I'll show my wife the likes and she can appreciate the likes. Also, I want to get the wife involved more because I was editing yesterday's video and I just really think it looked professional having like a filmer panning across the yard as I was walking. Let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty sure you will agree. So let's talk about the leaking tank. I'm not sure why the camera's not fogging up. I guess the weather's getting warmer, so the camera doesn't need to be climatized. So I need to disconnect this so it drains. I'm just going to get it to drain onto the ground for now. So you might wonder why I've only just noticed that the tank's is leaking. I'm guessing it's been leaking for a while. It's that 5 foot there. So it's the shit. It's one of the shittest ones that could leak. It's definitely a drama. But basically, what happened, right, is there's water on the ground here, but that window's been leaking. You can kind of tell by, see how the paint's like gone off the wood. And that's all waterlogged. So what happened is I saw water here, and I presumed it was running down here, because there is a slight low spot in this corner here. We zoomed back out. So I presumed that it was that tank leaking. But obviously I drained this tank and it's filling back up. So that's actually only 1 day's worth of water changes. Like, there's like 4 inches in the bottom of that. But because the fry tanks get so much fresh water, it's filling that up. So yeah, so I had that turned off. I had the water change system turned off, and then the ground was still wet. And then it's kind of dumb of me. I should have realized. So if you look, do you reckon this light? Yeah, see that water on that leg? I should have clicked, and then I followed the water up, and I thought this tank here was leaking. So basically, it wasn't until the water change system had been off for 24 hours that I started looking at the stand pipes, and I noticed this stand pipe here, the water was down. It was only a tiny bit, like that much. I'm actually surprised how much water's on the ground considering how little it had dropped. So basically what I did is, after that 24 hours of no water change system, I just checked all the stand pipes, and that tells the story of how much water's gone. Here's a good example. So the water should be sitting at the standpipe like that. Any lower and it's leaking. So I'm pretty sure I explained this like last week. One of the main reasons I wanted to shut that down is to create a dry floor, because I want to seal the floor. But I'm thinking about staining the floor with methylene blue. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know. As I say that out loud, it sounds dumb actually. I don't know whether to hire. I don't know whether to try grind that. I've got a grinder actually. I've got a grinding disc. I don't think I'll grind the blue out, but I think what I plan on doing is running the grinder back over this floor, high pressure cleaning it, maybe even acid washing it, and then sealing it. I've actually got the sealant to seal this floor. I've just never done it because that water on the floor stopped me from doing it. So now you can see that water level, it is only to there, and that window's already leaking. Anyway, that's a proper jibber jabber. We've got to find a tank for these fish. Alright, so this tank here has only got like 15 mason reef in there, and I've got a tank here with mason reef in it, so I can move those down to there. And then we've got a temporary home for the redfin cadango. Obviously very temporary. There's 30 fish in there, and I guess they're not too big. They're only like 4 to 6 centimeters. They'll be alright in that tank, but we kind of want to shut this down and get it running as quick as possible. I see how like the Sikaflex is bulging out there. I can already feel here the Sikaflex isn't bulging out, so I'm wondering, see like there, the Sikaflex is all bulging out. I'm wondering if I just didn't put enough in there. That kind of looks wet there, but I think that's just the light shining. Yeah, look how much of that one's bulging there. I actually planned on getting a Stanley knife and cleaning all of these, but I just never ended up doing it. But anyway, it's a simple fix if I can reach. Anyway, I'm gonna get these fish out of here. What did you do? I told the vlog that if every like on this video is a thanks to you for cleaning the shed. I can't believe you cleaned the shed. That's insane. How did you find the time? Check it out guys, I'm like here just trying to film a video with baby attached. She cleaned a whole shed with the baby attached. And you guys have seen me, I'm a grot. I don't know how she managed that. Has this girl got eggs? Nah, but she's thinking about it. Alright, so I got that tank empty. One thing I hate about being a YouTuber and making videos is half of the time I'm stirring up the tanks to make a video, and you guys literally get to see the tanks in their worst state. But that's alright, we're all family here. One thing I do want to do, I want to have a massive cleanup obviously, do a big vacuum, but I need a pump. So I need a, what's it called? I don't know the name of it. One of you guys can comment the name. One of you will know. I need a pump, kind of like my constant pressure pumps, that have the ability to lift the water. So what I mean is when the pump's dry, oh by the way, we're just taking that standpipe off, and that'll drain. So when the tanks, ooh, this tank might be worse than I thought, guys. Well, I think that's just algae. So a good way to tell if the tank's busted, if the fiberglass is leaking, it would be raised, but I think that's just like left stains from when there used to be like black algae really bad on the bottom of this tank. I shat myself then. Did you hear how, I don't even remember what we were talking about. That's how scared I was. If that goes, we have to empty this whole rack. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but yeah. Phew. Did you guys hear it in my voice? I just shat bricks. Alright, so I don't remember what the hell we were talking about. That's how scared I just got. Oh yeah, that tank's gonna overflow. Should be right. I don't really like that it's overflowing into this particular tank, but what do you do? The redfin Cadango have been in there for how's the way that conveniently just like lands in that particular cup? Oh, that's a good way to cover your baby in water. I think it just missed him. They've been up there for a long time, so I'm not worried about disease transfer. I'm gonna like stop recording for a minute and just take a deep breath because my heart's racing. I thought one of my tanks was just completely screwed. Alright guys, now the wife's home, I'm gonna go drop this baby off because shit's about to get real in the fish room. There's a couple of things I can't do with the baby attached to me. So, I'll see you in a sec. And we're back. So the reason I need to drop the baby off is because I'm draining this tank here to do some plumbing behind it. We're racing the clock, guys, we really are. I need to get this up here. How good is standpipes? Like, not only is it good for automatic water changes, but when you want to do stuff like this, oh, I don't know if that's going to work, guys. I'm going to get all the air out of it and then put it on. Yeah, now we've got suction. So the idea here is I can put that in the corner like that and that'll drain to pretty much empty because we need to get this tank dry, like drier than dry July. So I want to kind of vac this tank. I'm definitely doing too much at once here, but if you guys, oh no, I just broke that siphon. I lifted it out of the water. If you guys got a fish room, you know sometimes you got to do 10 tasks at once just to get ahead. This is going to be hard siphon to get. We've only got 100 ml of water. And it's also a 25 ml hose. We got it without choking on any water. That's good. Wait, look at this. So there's actually the fiberglass in there. This tank never had fiberglass in it. While we're here, we might as well vac it. We need to get it quite low to move it. I'm probably going to move this tank out and leave it out and fill it back up and just leave it out until I sort out some plumbing solutions. How's this tank going? I feel like a lot of you can relate to this, trying to drain two tanks at once. This kind of brings me back to the old days of when I used to do water changes and I used to do 2 tanks at a time. Oh, this fry tub's got to move as well. We're gonna have to chuck a siphon in that. I don't really know what to do with those fry. They're not at the top of my priority list. I know a few people will get angry at me for saying that, but I think that was a polite way of saying I don't really want them. But in saying that, they're flower horns and they're really good quality, so I should appreciate them for what they are. Alright, I'm going to cut the clip and we'll get back to you. You guys don't need to watch water drain with me. Alright guys, it's time to move this out. If you went around for this tank build, it's got PVC board, plastic plates glued to the bottom of it, so it actually slides quite easily. I think about there is where I want to go. So you see how easy that slides? I've just got to be careful. It does get quite tight between these poles. It's the exact width of the poles. There's like maybe 2 millimeters. That's a lie then, isn't it? It's not the exact width. If it's 2 millimeters. Alright, I'm going to disconnect this. Alright guys, check it out. As I catch the fish, if I use my Go-Go Gadget arm, I can reach the other fish tank to put it in. Alright, so plumbing's cut off down there. I'll explain that in a minute. I'll catch these fish, move them, and then we'll have a bit of a jibber jabber about future plans. Alright guys, so if you're not sure about getting that last bit of water out of your tank, sponge filters, or any filters, preferably finer rather than the coarse stuff. It's quicker than you would expect. If you've never done it, give it a go. Just roll them around on the bottom. See how much water that is? 2 sponges, that's got to be 500 ml. Maybe a little bit less. The worst thing about this tank is we're going to have to let it dry for like a week to fix it. Anyway, once it's dry, I want to show you guys something. Or you guys are going to tell me where it's leaking actually. Alright guys, I've drained it about as much as I need to. I don't need to fully drain it because I'm going to have to let it dry out for a while anyway. I'll assess it in a couple of days and see if I need to sponge it a bit more. But you guys are going to be the guinea pigs, so I'll be able to watch this when I'm editing it, but I want your guys' opinion. So if you see where my finger is, that's where the paint's missing on the outside. So I can't actually see what angle you guys can see. I'm presuming you can see that bottom edge pretty well. But basically, I think my fear is true. The leak is on the fiberglass side of the Sikaflex, and unfortunately because the Sikaflex is black, we can't see what I'm looking for. So did you see that bottom edge? It looks like there was a really piss weak amount of Sikaflex along the bottom there. So from here I'm leaning towards just pumping it with silicone. I don't know if you can get right angle nozzles. If you can't, I don't know what nozzles you can get. I've never looked into it. I've only ever used the standard ones. We need like a right angled nozzle or like a U that will tip around so we can get up in there. So sorting out that nozzle will be my priority before I even consider putting anything in there. But I'm leaning towards silicone, not Sikaflex. I'm not really sure why. The only thing that I find with Sikaflex is I don't know about over time. It's marine grade Sikaflex. Oh, it's not that hard, it's soft still. I don't think it's the Sikaflex's fault. I'm guessing what's happened is I didn't have enough pressure on the glass when I put the glass in. I think maybe I only had the weight of the glass and not the actual glass, not any weights on the glass. The 2.5 foot, that's okay, but that end tank's 5 foot, so any discrepancy, it's obviously picked up some sort of discrepancy in the middle there and hasn't stuck. Alright, so I've started filling this tank back up. I'm filling it up with flower horn water, just because I know these 3 tanks here are healthy, and that fish is really important to me, so that's why I'm doing that. This is taking ages to drain, guys. Basically what it is see how there's a pipe there and a piece of limestone. There's fry in there, like baby fry. There's a fish in that corner over there. What was my point? Oh yeah, so I put that pipe in that hole to try and stop it clogging with debris, so the water would drain from the top there. So basically I'm going to be deleting that hole. There's a few things I'm going to be deleting on this tank. I don't really know what to use to delete it. I was thinking about using either steel or stainless steel squares and just Sikaflexing it on there and then fiberglassing over that. But drop a comment if you've got an idea for block off plates for all the holes that are in the bottom half. And I'm going to move the drain pipe to the top, because what happens is the drain pipe fills with debris. it is a good idea to have a bottom drain, but it doesn't work as a bottom drain because it's only a slow drain. It literally drains at like maybe 10 litres per hour when the water change system's on. So the problem is it blocks up. So that's a long-winded way of saying I'm going to move it to the top. There's also the option that I could do the overflow outside. I could honestly just leave the drains. No, I don't like that idea. I want the drain to be physically on the tank. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap that video up there. As you can see, redfin Cadango, they're going to be doing fine up here. They'll be alright for a week. I'm going into full repair mode, guys. Between now and Christmas, all we're doing is figuring out the repairs. It's a necessity at this stage. We've got 2 tanks out of what do you call it? Out of I want to say progress, but that's not the right word. Out of commission. They're out of commission. Can you guys tell I'm tired? This humidity screws me over. But anyway, that's about it, I reckon. I know it's only moving fish and draining tanks, but like, as you can tell, it's like a step-by-step thing, and sometimes with daily vlogs, I can't make them crazy entertaining every time, but look forward to me repairing that tank. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.